The Waterton Garden Center has welcomed back North Country Nightmares for its second season. The attraction has already seen nearly 1,000 people experience their haunted hayride and a new thrilling addition this year. Here's 7 News reporter Gage Kilborn.
Halloween is nearly here, and around 800 people have already made their way to a prime scare location, the Waterton Garden Center's North Country Nightmares. During the day, it's advertised as a more family-friendly, less scary adventure.
Kind of scary and kind of not. Being next to my family is fun.
But at night, things ramp up, with 60 actors putting people on the edge of their seats.
As soon as they put on their suit, they transform into this monster and make it come to life. They jump on the trailer, mess with you. It's quite fun.
People can see a scary circus, a pirate ship, or Camp Crystal Lake while on the ride. This is the second year that Waterton Garden Center has had North Country Nightmares, which is the only haunted attraction in the North Country. The manager with North Country Nightmares says this is meant to give the community something to do this time of year.
Because everything starts slowing down, and this is kind of your last big bang before snow hits.
Baker came up with the idea and has worked hard over the past few years to get the attraction up and running. This year, North Country Nightmares expanded and added an insane asylum walkthrough in their greenhouse.
And this time of year, we don't use that greenhouse for that much, so we figured just to turn it into an insane asylum and see what happens.
While North Country Nightmares has been around for a couple of years, Baker believes this is the start of a new tradition.
We weren't sure what was going to happen in the beginning, but from everything we're hearing and all the feedback, we're very excited and just happy everyone's enjoying it.
North Country Nightmares will be open Friday and Saturday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. and family hayrides will be during the day from 11 to 3 on Saturday and Sunday until Halloween. Gage Kilborn, 7 News.